Srikrishna Charanam Mama. Don't forget to subscribe for my channel. Today, we are going to see a small episode between Krishna and Uddhava. In Uddhava's mind, there were a few questions, but he did not ask Krishna anything. Since childhood, Uddhava had been close to Krishna. He had played with Krishna, took him in his chariot, and served him in many ways. Many times Uddhava would partake the food after Krishna, and he never asked for any wish or boon from Krishna. When Krishna was at the verge of completing his life's mission on earth, he called Uddhava and said, "Dear Uddhava, in this avatar of mine, many people have asked me and received boons from me, but you have never asked me for anything. Why don't you ask me something now?" Even though Uddhava had never asked anything for himself, he had been carefully observing Krishna since his childhood. He had always wondered about certain contradictions between Krishna's teachings and actions, and had always wanted to understand the reasons for these deceptive contradictions. So he asked Krishna, "I have observed that several things you have done or not done in your life were different from what you have always taught or stood for. I truly wish to understand why. For instance, during the great war of Mahabharata, the role you played confuses me a lot. I'm curious and wish to understand. Will you explain, please?" Krishna said, "Go ahead." Uddhava then asked, "You were a dear friend of the Pandavas. They trusted you fully as their protector and friend. You not only know what is happening, but also what is going to happen in the future. You are a Sarvajnani and a Trikaladarshi. Then, why did you not stop Yudhishthira from playing the game of dice?" Before Krishna could answer, Uddhava was, so far he had suppressed all these questions within him. Now it is the time for him when Krishna has asked him to pour out. He continued, "Even if you did not stop Dharmaputra, why did you not turn the luck in favor of Yudhishthira? That would have ensured the victory of the Pandavas and, of course, Dharma also. But that too you did not do. You could have at least saved Yudhishthira by stopping the game after he lost his wealth, country, and himself. You could have released him from the punishment for gambling, or you could have entered the hall when he started betting his brothers. You did not do that either. At least when Duryodhan tempted Yudhishthira by offering to return everything he has lost by putting Draupadi on stake, you could have intervened, and with your divine power, you could have made the dices roll in a way favorable to Yudhishthira. But your intervention came only when Draupadi almost lost her modesty. Everyone knows that you saved Draupadi, but what at the end you had done something. Why you didn't save her even before Duryodhana or Dushadana could drag her into the court before everybody. Krishna, as usual, he gave a smile and replied, Dear Uddhava, this is simple. He who uses his viveka, that is the discriminating intelligence, wins. Duryodhana used his viveka, but Yudhishthira did not. So Yudhishthira lost. That is how it happens. Uddhava seemed quite lost and confused, but Krishna continued. While Duryodhana had the wealth to gamble, he did not know how to play the game, and so he used his uncle Saguni to play the game while he did the betting. That is the use of Viveka, that is the discriminating intelligence. Yudhishthira too could have thought similarly and offered that Krishna, his cousin, would play on his behalf. Now, if Shakuni and I had played the game of dice, who do you think would have won? I can forgive the fact that he forgot to include me in the game, but without Viveka, he committed another blunder. He prayed very sincerely that Krishna, that I should not come or enter into the hall because he did not want me to know that he was playing the game. So he tied me down with his prayers and prevented me from entering the hall. I was just outside all the while, waiting for someone to call me through their prayers. Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva, all lost. They complained that fate has done something, but they forgot to call me. Even Draupadi did not call me in the beginning, but only in the end. But as soon as she called me, I reached there. Isn't it? Uddhava exclaimed. Wonderful explanation, Krishna. I'm impressed, but not deceived. Can I ask you another question? Krishna said, Sure. Go ahead, Uddhava. Does this mean that you come only when you are called? Will you not come on your own to help people in crisis, to prevent injustice, adharma? Krishna smiled as usual. Uddhava, all beings and events are moved by the subtle laws of karma. I don't run the laws of karma. Also, I don't interfere. I'm only a witness. I stand close to you, to everyone, and observe whatever is happening. This is the divine's dharma. Uddhava exclaimed again, Very good, Krishna. In that case, you will stand close to us, observe all stupidities that we do, and you do nothing. And we will keep blundering, and you will keep observing. Would you then want us to keep making mistakes all the time, of all kinds, and suffer? Krishna replied, Uddhava, do realize the deeper meaning of your statements. Once you know that I am standing as witness right next to you, will you continue making mistakes, acting stupid, living unconsciously? You all overlook this and believe that you can do things without my knowledge. That is when things go wrong. Yudhishthira's error was that he thought he could play the game of dice without my knowledge. If Yudhishthira had realized that I'm always present within everyone as the inner witness. Would the game not have finished differently? Uddhava reflected within himself for some time. What a sublime truth! Krishna, the supreme God, the mover of the worlds, is always with us and within us. The constant inner Sakshi, witness. We only have to live in this knowledge and surrender to Him, invoke Him in all our thoughts and actions. He is not only Sakshi, but he is the Ishvara himself. This indeed was Krishna's simple truth to Arjuna throughout the Gita. Become an instrument only, and my intervention will be constant. That is what he told Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Please subscribe to my channel, Jayanti's 5 Minute Stories. We will meet again with another story. Thank you.